Hey y'all, is anyone here? Hey Brandon. Hey Fairy Dusted. An ice cooler. I'm here. I was reading a text message. How's everyone doing today? Yay, Steve! Thank you for coming. I'm gonna get this stuff figured out one day, Steve. I'm apparently not very good at it. We did a hangout last night with Bull and Brandon and Todd. It was cool. I swear, as soon as I went live, I get DMs saying I'm missing some live chats about me or some live streams about me. Um, no, this is not going to be a 5 hour long stream tonight. Very Dustin. Yeah, he says we just haven't linked up at the right time yet, but he is going to help me. He tried the other night, but I was working. I didn't get home until right before he started his autism stream, and I appreciate your help. Last night was a hot damn mess trying to get on the hangout. Oh, of course. Lord, Steve, I got tricked last night. Hey, T. Okay, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, the trolling was hard in here last night, Steve. It took us a good hour and, God, it probably took an hour and a half to get them to shut up, but they were still here. Yes, Brandon, wrench can be used as a verb. I've got to go watch your stream about the hacking, Steve, because I still am not fully up to date on that. I saw a little video that Defango did, but he didn't explain a whole lot. And my Twitter happened to be down all day that day, restricted. Please, Steve, I would like to have some kind of something going on my screen. Yeah, I just turned my TV on to get my chat on TV so I don't have to use my phone. And I saw your stream was on my TV screen, so I've got to go back and watch that. I appreciate it. Any help you give me, I appreciate. Everybody's been so great. Because I know my streams have been a hot mess, but everybody's been really supportive. That's funny. I just made zucchini and squash a while ago. Yeah, last night people were like, this stream's been on for 5 hours, Little Red. And I'm like, and not one person playing a video game. I won't be making a whole lot of 5 hour streams. But it literally was like two completely different chats. Like, we went from one, which got infiltrated. We finally got that straightened out. And then Bull and Brandon and everybody showed up. And we jumped into the hangouts. And it was like a totally different stream. I like eggplant parm, Steve. Yeah, as soon as I hop off here, I'm going to watch your hacking Twitter stream and see what that's all about. I like Bull and Brandon and Todd a whole lot. Okay, I appreciate that super secret DM you're going to troll to me later. Of course I'll leave a comment. You know me. I sent Todd a text telling him I was live, but he might be video gaming or working or something. I don't know. I won't tell anyone besides you, me, and the 11 people who are in this chat right now. And I'm going to make sure I get to leave one public. This one will not be private because I'm going to behave. Jeez Louise, a DM group? I don't know if it was after, I don't know. It may have been before January, for real. Maybe not. Maybe it was right after January. It's been a long time. And it certainly wasn't a super secret troll mission type thing anyway. Why does my chat always go to top chat and I have to change it to live chat? It may have been just before January. It was around January. Who did that? Is that Streamlabs just a bot? I don't understand. I've never seen that. Thanks, Steve. Talk to you later. Thanks for coming. Y'all give me just a second. I'm going to try to do something real quick. Is anyone still here or did they leave with Steve? Hey, Todd. No assistance. I did ask what that Streamlabs told Brandon to quit all caps um tweeting. I was like, who's that? But I guess it's a YouTube bot or something, right? Hey, Jay. Are you on? Hey, Tanya. Tried to share this link to Facebook. Hey, Randy. Thanks for coming. Not gonna be here long. I know it's Friday night and y'all got big plans. I did the one. I know you did a. Hey, y'all. You did a comment in all caps, and Streamlabs bot said, "Don't do that." Hey, time again. Y'all seen anything interesting online today? Um, Randy, send me a DM in uh, Twitter because mine, when I try to send, it just says sending, like it did the other day. Sharing a bunk bed with a 4-year-old. Tanya, I hope you get the top. Just kidding. Yeah, Randy got completely dragged last night in here, and she wasn't even here. No, the bottom. I pray he didn't drink too much yellow rain. Oh gosh. Maybe y'all should just share the bottom. Well, I just got a DM after I went live, so I couldn't stop. Brandon, that someone is talking about me. And I privated it because I figured it would be getting talked about. I hear I'm the topic of a Periscope going on right now. Yeah, it is your son, and you just moved trying to get him in his own room better than sharing a bed. Yeah, that takes time sometimes if they're used to sleeping with you. I never got into that habit until after I got divorced and my kids were older, and then they would sleep with me in my great big king bed for a little while, but they were never big on sleeping, co-sleeping. So I have a question. If I go to type in chat and I at someone and it brings up their name, like to finish, does that mean they're in here for sure? Even if they're not talking? Is that a way you can tell if someone's in the chat? Let me go back and read the text. I may have misunderstood. They said 12 minutes in and my name's all up in his mouth, but they might not have been talking about right now. Yeah, he just did a Periscope talking about me 12 minutes, 30 seconds or so. But I haven't had a chance to go look at it. Oh, hey Kim, how are you? I think Steve left. Is he still here? He was cooking roasted eggplant. Yeah, I'm on my laptop, and when I type, like I just typed at Steve, and it brought up his name, like he's here. Um, Someone told me last night some ats that they typed, and it showed there was a lot of people that weren't talking that still stayed in the chat the whole time. I really appreciate all the subs. Even if they're subbing for the wrong reason, it is cool to wake up and have like 5 new subs in it, like overnight or when I get off of work. I don't think it's just about her, JJ. Tanya, you kill me. You're right. I think her thought on that was she's getting a new camera and she wants to look super good for it, but maybe she should have done it a few days before to give them time to settle down now. Right? I saw a really good video. Um, That's why it took me a while to get live tonight, because I wanted to watch the whole video. And I don't want to get it wrong. Let me tell you who it was. By all caps, EKC. People Suck. That's the name of the channel. Very few videos on it, but very good videos. Very good. Todd, someone told me that he did one. I think it was over right before I went live, and that I was the topic of conversation 12 minutes in. Oh, look. For some reason, it's letting me chat in my actual YouTube studio. Usually that does not work. Well, you're a party animal, Tanya. I never thought she looked sweet or cute because she's always been so mean. Did anyone else see EKC's video? I think it was called Always a Victim, or the thumbnail is KJ. It's in less than 18 months, Katie Joy. Um, it's a thumbnail of her with pretzels in front of her. Who types fast? It's pretty much what I do 12 hours a day. But I'm not good at it on this little laptop. I'm going to go ahead and address the elephant in the room because I've thought about it all day. Last night, I put a picture of someone's Instagram picture on my stream. I shouldn't have done it. It's a public picture from her Instagram, but I felt bad about it today, and I'll do better. But I saw some videos yesterday, last night specifically, and it is still in my mind. I don't know if detective is who she's been accused of, but there was a video of the person I posted her picture, her Instagram picture, and another person talking about me, calling me a drunk, talking about my looks, saying I had rotten teeth, or I probably am an old lady with rotten teeth, when the one who had that YouTube channel going, or that chat going, knows exactly what I look like. She's done lives with me. So it pissed me off. And I'm just like, don't talk about other people's looks. So I posted her Instagram picture. It was up there for probably 5 minutes. Took it down. I privated my stream this morning. And I'll do better. I'm still learning, y'all. And I feel bad that I did that because I don't want my channel to be about picking on subs to other channels. Even though they do that to me, I'm not going to be hateful. But they were hateful. But I did want to say that and get it out of the way. Does anybody know what my name was being brought up on Periscope about by chance? What do you mean, John? They have talked about you. Sorry. You did the right thing. Don't forget to like, share. Thanks, Law. I don't want to ask people to like, share, and sub because I'm really not. I'm just here to talk with my buddies. Jesus flip tables too. Tanya, you're funny. See, I wish I could be watching. I could, I guess. I don't know what would happen if I put my earbuds on, hooked to my phone, and listened to it with my phone. While in this chat, it might would mess up the audio of the chat. Oh, and hey, Joan, thanks for coming if I didn't say that. I haven't seen any of Katie's videos today. Has she figured out how to make them last more than 30 minutes? You're a multitasker, Todd. Listening to Periscope and YouTubing. I've never modded much. I think the first wrench I got was Steve. And then one time, Love Calling People Out gave me a wrench because I was the first one in her chat. And she didn't know she didn't like me, I guess. But I was nice. I didn't boot anyone like a troll boot like Uni did to Steve. And Dude did to Uni. Oh, is he talking about his part 2 little video? I can't wait to see that. They get it so wrong on every level. She flip flops a lot. Wait, who? Oh, never mind. I know who you're talking about. I don't know that she doesn't like me. We had very different opinions and we had words a couple times. It's no secret she hates Steve and talked. She runs that narrative about his troll group and he runs everyone and tells everybody what to do. And we all know that. If you know Steve, that's not true. He's never told me what to do ever. He's never sent us after anyone. Hey, Amy. You listen to her flip flop faster than an actual flip flop. You should check out the video EKC did today. It was really good. It's EKC People Suck. Which troll group? Facebook page that requires all facts. Reddit that shares personal experience, or Twitter? What troll group? Who has time to get that to me? Exactly. I think this troll group they call a troll group started before the Facebook page even started. And it wasn't a troll group, it was just a bunch of people that had the same opinion about her. Right? Unveiling projection. Which one, Amy? About, geez, the last one I did? I like doing those where I just screen record with my mic on and upload. Those are fun. It took me a while to watch it too because I was cooking. And I had to pause a lot because I can't read that fast because I do get easily distracted. Yeah, Todd, actual proof, not Jason type proof where I just say because it's true and all the proof anyone needs. Now she's talking about the one I uploaded, I think, Trisha. Let's see, what did I name it? It's this, it doesn't have a name. It was July 13th. And the thumbnail is two thumbnails pictures of Katie. One of her wiping her nose and the other one with her wine glass turned up. Thanks, Amy. He's got to, like, they were so on point last night, Brandon, and it just everyone. He's got so much going on that sometimes I feel like I'm going to have a seizure trying to listen to him. So I'll leave that up to Todd. Todd needs to know how to get his voice sound better for people online because it's low and loud. I need to make it more palatable for people. Your voice is awesome, Todd. Super awesome. Thanks, Amy. I don't like listening. Okay. The funniest thing I've heard about any of my YouTubes is the first one that I had a private. I don't remember why I privated that one. Someone asked me to. Um, it was like 3 lives ago. I went back and I was working, so I had to. It was 2 hours. I listened to it on double time just to make sure there was, you know, nothing I missed during the chat or whatever that, or maybe I said something. Anyway, before I realized I was going to take it down, I listened to it on double time. Funniest shit to me because my voice sounded like it didn't sound like most people's on double time, really high and squeaky and fast because I talk kind of slow because I'm country. So I laughed so hard at my own self. Oh, hey, Amesy. It seems like 19's always my number. Where's my... Joan, have you been called any other people's names today and lied about? You're good, Tanya. Look, y'all, I got on mine all by myself and didn't have to call Todd and share my screen today. Hey, Dottie. No, we're just chatting. Joan, are you still here? It did for a little bit. It got messy, Tanya. But we got it cleaned up. You see, yeah, I got it. I haven't listened yet. I hope he didn't go on and on and on about me. I'm seriously not that interesting. Lord Amsey. I know I probably say your name wrong. Is it Amsey or Amsey? Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. When I was listening to BX Beast Boy, when she flipped on him, he called her Cinderella's evil stepmother, and I literally had coffee come out my nose. Hey, is that Cruella? I heard that. And that's so funny because someone had just said that to me like hours before I saw that, called her Cruella. And I don't think that his video had posted yet or that they had saw it. Yeah, yeah, I love see I get lost in the chat too. I love all of your videos too. Your uploads are great, Marie. Uni, would you talk to Little Red? Uni wants to interview you. Yeah, I want to interview him. Yeah, right. Are you serious, Todd? Did he say that? That fool's been on his channel accusing me of making death threats that no one ever made to that piece of filth he is making a dime off of. And he thinks I'm going to go talk to him? Exactly. He can watch my, I'm not talking to him. He can come on my channel. I'll interview him. He sends his trolls here anyway. You joined BX Beast Boy and it was $1? Oh, I know, A Marie. I was joking. He wants to interview Tina and you. Tina would rip him a new one. And we'd probably take Amy Lou with us. When he said that, coffee comes spitting up. Wait, John, what are you talking about? He had an insane laugh and cracked up when he laughed at your name. I didn't think it was funny. Just his response. What are you talking about? You can interview with him as me, Todd. You can be my representative. I haven't doxed anyone. Who'd I dox now? I mean, I know he says I doxed Katie, but the last person he accused me of doxing was her husband's employer a week after she doxed her husband's employer. Did y'all see last week that he posted Steve finally agreed to come interview with me live on Monday? And I knew it was bullshit, but where did he get that? Did he just intentionally put out fake information or did someone tell him that? Hey, Amy, I just said apparently Uni Rock wants to interview me and Tina. And I said, I'll take Amy Lou with me, and her and Tina can rip him one, a new one. Hey, Joey. I know you do, Todd. You're my boo. Look, why would anyone go interview with him? He's, it was a straight troll. Oh yeah. You mean it wasn't him that posted it? It was a fake account that posted that? Because I just saw it and I lost it and I couldn't find it again. Um, anyone that interviews with him, it doesn't matter what you say. He's going to flip it and turn it, and you're going to be wrong. See, I'm still doing this at and picking people to see if I can catch someone in here. Penny put out fake intonation. That never happens. Of course not, Joey. Hey. He just said we hate Katie because of her looks. I do hate her looks. He misspoke. Oh, and he was trolling. I see. His name's Jason here. I don't even want to shout him half of his name out. Ugh. What in the heck with her looks? Like, go to ugh. Go look at one of her videos. Go look at the way she talks to her subs. What if I said right now, Joey, don't say hey to Amy Lou, stay on topic, or you'll be timed out. You can't talk to people like that who are, no. You think the worst thing she ever did was the new Cam Dottie? Why do you think so? And I know I said earlier, I don't want to be mean and I'm not going to be that. I'm going to do better. I'm not going to. But if Uni just said that we only dislike her because of her looks, that's some bullshit. Like, what about her looks? Her looks has nothing to do with what comes out of her mouth. Amy, you're going to have to stop drinking coffee, Suge. I've heard her say cucumber or just stupid words for machete as well. I still can't get over the video she did that got her in trouble, reporting that Shane Dawson was under investigation when she literally said, you can't type the word expose. Oh, no, exposed. You can't say exposed. Like, what? Um, I don't think that's really his mugshot, Joey. Huh? Wait, I read that wrong. I like the Puny Rocks. Avatar is Puny's mugshot. I don't know. There's an account with a mugshot that someone told me was supposed to be him, but it's really not. It's really the person that everyone was saying was him a few months ago, but isn't him. And I said Amy's going to have to quit drinking coffee because she keeps having episodes where it shoots out of her nose because we're making her laugh. Yeah, Tanya, me too. It's not the camera. But I've seen a lot of criticism that the camera is issue is her lens or the kit it came with, the lens it came with. Let's see. I don't remember the hangout thing. How did I do that last night, Todd? Or did you do it? And did I do it from my phone or did I do it from... Oh, I don't remember. Man, I can't wait till you start going with your channel, Todd. And he is just... Ugh. Hey, JR. How you doing? Minna said you're one of Steve's loser buddies, and that's how my blah blah blah. I love how these people just, yeah, clout chaser. I agree, Joy. I love how these people just make statements that on opinion and people believe them and Jesus. Good night, JR. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, Kim, Unirock apparently streamed that. We don't like Katie because we're jealous of her looks. That's so funny. I lost my train of thought. I can't. I just can't. I think I need to plug up my computer. The chat on my TV is not the same place as the chat on my screen at all. Oh, there it is. You gonna drink your coffee? Are you leaving, Tanya? That's what I hear. Angie, be nice. That's me trying to do better. Okay, sorry y'all. It's getting dark here, and like I realize every light in the house is on here. Yes, thank goodness Amy wasn't drinking anything liquid when she read that. How many laptops have you ruined laughing at us, Amy? Okay, Marie, thanks for coming. I'm not going to be on much longer anyway. I do want to go watch Steve stream. Now, apparently, I have to screen record a Periscope so I can add some commentary and do a live. I'm going to interview him, and he's not even going to know we're being interviewed. What is a murder hornet? I mean, is that a thing? I think I think about the syringe thing. You do buy a syringe. A syringe is a ml. I'm not sure it's actually a syringe. I think it might be that they call that 1 ml a syringe. But you can always switch the tip on a syringe. I don't know how that works. It does look like even switching the tip, there would be bacteria after a while. Months. I don't know. I have to read into that. I'm not that interested really. It looks like she got the whole syringe this time. Yeah, she does way enough to talk about without having to talk about her looks. I agree, Joey. You are in a room full of women, and we get mean sometimes. But we're going to do better. I don't know anything about it. I would love to try it one time, but the stuff I saw, that video that God, what was he? Plastic surgeon talked about. Someone referenced it and someone else shared the video. Two totally different accounts happened to find the same video of the doctor talking about how it doesn't just go away, it goes outside of the parameters of your lips. I can't remember the word. Um, After I saw that, I don't know that I want to try it. He already streamed, Joey, about if the Twitter hacking was real the day before. Was it yesterday? The day before yesterday? And I don't think it's been 7 months. Also, the video I saw, Trisha, said that it lasts 6 months. Hasn't it only been like 3 or 4 months? How long's it been since her last one? Well, I certainly hope that she's going to someone that's safe. I wouldn't even want her to get a nasty infection in her. I mean, I wouldn't want anyone to get hacked by a bad doctor, or it doesn't even have to be a doctor, like esthetician or whatever does that. Yes, Todd, as soon as I said that, I thought to myself, that sounds like a bad country song. It's actually a good country song. And he likes country music. Todd just keeps getting better and better, y'all. And I did see that, John, where she said she had half a syringe left. I don't know if she just meant that in the. I don't know if she was referring half a syringe as in the amount left, or I don't know. She definitely got him injected again. She admitted it, and it was obvious. Amy, I'm really trying, sis. I'm gonna try to do better. I don't want to. I know. Did anyone see the post where someone, I don't know if it was even real, a girl posted a picture and said, I've been thinking about getting injections. What do you think? And Katie said, if that's your lips, you're good. Like the girl had really, really full lips. So it makes me think it was a joke because no way that chick really thought she needed injections in her lips. Her lips were beautiful. I mean, they were full lips. I mean, did they let you take that syringe home, Trish? Does anyone in this chat ever had their lips done? You're not the boss of me, Joey. You keep hearing my lighter, huh? Amy Lou, you of all people in this chat don't do country music. I don't really listen to music at all anymore. Um, every time I'm in my car, got my earbuds in and I'm listening to something on YouTube. I like kind of top 40 mostly is my fave, but I do like some country. I'm not going to lie. But that song that Todd just quoted, that was like, who doesn't know that song? What are you going on about, Amsy? I know what you're talking about. Never mind, don't clarify. She gives me so much good content, y'all. She says one thing and does another. Like, I don't want to be about cancel culture. Did y'all see me? I haven't posted that. Okay. I've got to figure out how to fix it because I screen recorded something and to not lose it, I posted it in my YouTube as private. But now it's gone from my screen recordings on my phone and I don't know that I can go back and add to it because it's in my YouTube studio private. I don't know how to add commentary to it. Gonna have to talk to Todd or Bull about that. I like new country. I like classic rock. First concert I ever went to was Tesla and Firehouse, actually, when I was 14. So, Joan, you said that you don't take the syringe home. It stays at the doc's office good for a year. They do use the same syringe to complete your treatment. They probably just changed the tip on it, the needle part. Keon is doing banger videos and he's going to do a live watch party on Keon's video night. What do you mean banger video? Dottie said, "Did you see KJ whining on to Teen YouTube all day? She's such a Karen." I did not see that. I'm gonna have to go back. What have I done all day? I went to my mom's house and hung out with her. I haven't been able to see her since my COVID scare because she's in her 70s and I don't want to risk making her sick. Um, I like a good mix of all music. I wasn't a big Spice Girls fan, though, I have to admit, Todd. I'm not gonna say I didn't like some of their songs. Katy Perry's songs are good. I saw who was it that did not Katy Perry. She went on tour with Akon. I saw that concert. Gwen Stefani and Akon. That was a good show. I'm sorry, Randy. I don't know what I'd do if I lost my mom. Um, I lost my dad 9 years ago. It was the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with. Joey's first concert was Yes. How old are you, Joey? You're a guy, I can ask that question. The only country concert I've ever went to was Luke Bryan. 9 Inch Nails. I like them. I didn't love Korn as much. Yeah, that's kind of what I meant, John, that they call the syringe the actual total full amount that they pay for at first. Kim, you saw Spice Girls in concert. It was great. We made the dads take the kids with us, and the dads had a blast. That's funny. That's actually pretty cool. I could not imagine my dad back in the day going to a concert and having a blast. Yeah, it messed with my head. It messed me up too, Amy, when I lost my daddy, because it was kind of quick and unexpected. It wasn't an accident, but it was not expected. Little Texas was your first. I've not heard that name in a long time, Randy. I like Eric Church. I met Keanu Reeves in person, and I met Boys to Men in person at my work when I was 18. Keanu Reeves was actually traveling in a bus with a band that he did back in the day. And he had played at the Hard Rock Cafe in South Carolina, and they were on their way back from that. And I had seen them all day on the news because they had a streaming CNN um, at my work. And a guy came in and said, "The dude that's been on TV all days in the parking lot." And I was like, "Shut up." But it was him. And this is around the time everyone was saying um, that Keanu. Woo! It never fails. Hold on, y'all. Were they swimming? I bet the water is cold at night. it raining yet? It's gonna be bad. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, y'all. It scares me when my dog hears someone outside before my doorbell. Oh my God, Keon Watch Party tonight on Penny's channel. What is this even about? And what time does it start? I'm gonna have to. My feet feel cold. I love George Strait, Amy. And that man is like, how old? He's like a dinosaur, and he is still good looking. Wait, let me make sure I'm talking about the right person. I don't want to say some old gross person. Yeah, George Strait's fine. He's good looking. I bet you did, Todd. Everyone who doesn't have a crush on George Strait. What's he doing a watch party about me? Is he doing a video about me? I asked Chesh about him. She just said he's just a dork. I don't even want to give him 2 seconds of time on my channel because what time does this watch party start, y'all? Every time I've went into one of their lives, I go in all by myself. I don't take my trolls, which everybody accuses us of having. I don't take my friends. I don't even tell them usually until it's over. And I've spoken thinking I was muted because I thought that would be funny for a screen grab. But I wasn't muted a few times. And I must say, the chat didn't boot me and they, were decent. But I'll never go in again alone. I'll never go in again and talk. Like when I pull up his channel and I hear him saying, "You little red," threaten Katie's life. No. Nope. I actually can't figure out how to get a Google Hangout started without help. So I damn sure didn't figure out someone owns a beer joint related to a band that I don't know the name of. Well, I can find out the name of it because she wears it on her shirt, but you get my point. And thanks, Joey. I really love y'all. Got my back and shit. No one's told me yet what time this watch party starts. Is he still on? Hey, I have another question. I just finished the live stream. He is so stupid. Well, we all knew that. I have a question. Is he still just doing Periscope? What's up with his YouTube? Trish said, I have things I like and dislike about Gaga, but she honestly does donate a lot to charity. Even if it's for taxes, she's still doing something. Yes, that's true. I don't, I just thought she was weird. I like some of her music, but I don't know. I can know a song word for word and not know who sings it. I can have a favorite song and not know who sings it, or I can know who sings it and not know what they look like or pick them out of a lineup. I've never been much about. And my oldest brother is so musically inclined and all about it that his favorite game when we would ever ride in a car is tell me who sings this. And he listened to like classic rock. Tell me who sings this. You got to be cool. You got to know this stuff. And he wanted you to know within the first few. Before they started singing, you're supposed to hear a few notes and know. I don't know. Right, Todd. I like music that I like. Well, I hope that all these people that are talking about me are sharing my link so I get some subs. Look, y'all, someone sent me a DM last night that said that I have a, what's it called, Joey? God, we talked about last night. It like rates your channel. Can't remember the name of it. I went and looked at mine and I was like 832nd millionth. Can't remember what it's called. I don't even know why I have one. I guess anyone has one that posts something, but it's ridiculous for me to have one. Deepak is so expensive, Todd. Like, even if it's a nobody going there, the seats are crazy. I wanted to go see a comedian there, and it was just outrageous. Like, I wait for him to come to Charlie Goodnight's. I hear you, though. He got the ladies ready. I've not been to a terrible lot of concerts. I've seen Aerosmith twice. No, I've seen Aerosmith once. I've seen AC/DC 3 times in 1 year. What do you need?
Money. I can pay you that money. If we had a green card,
I do have a green card.
let me get the other 20 so I can just get the green because I have to go pick it up if I don't.
So what, you give him
$40 worth.
Shut my door. Jesus, yo. My kid thinks I'm an ATM machine. He's 20 almost. It's always, I'll pay you back Monday. Payday's Monday. What happened to my live stream? Or my chat? Is it gone? Are y'all still here? Joey. I don't know. All he ever wears is a stinking tank top. I want to know where he got that head wrap, that do rag with the spermies on it. There's 22 people in here and no one's talking. What's up with that? And why did my live chat go off of my TV screen? I don't need it now that I can chat in my YouTube studio, but it's kind of, weird. I was going to go to the beach, y'all, for the weekend because I'm off. And I want to go so bad, but I don't have anyone that'll come stay at my house with my monster. And dogs aren't allowed on the beach here anywhere during the on season. Did y'all see Sunny Bum flirting with Unirock or Jason in his chat when it was a Periscope when he was walking and people were just asking him questions and she's like, "Why won't you tell me how tall you are?" And he says, "I'm 5'9", which ironically, no, he said 5'9 and a half, like he's 12. He said, which ironically is 69 and a half inches. Like, that's funny because he's like 12. And then she said something about that half inch is something about just the tip. It's like she was flirting with him. No, I had never heard of non-sec, Trisha. I started, okay, I'll tell y'all the story. I've had a YouTube for 10 years. Just once in a while I would watch stuff. I've never used it. I've had Twitter for like 9 or 10 years. Honest to God, couldn't figure out how to use it. It didn't make sense to me. I'm like, this is stupid. Well, back when, what happened first? I think Janelle and David losing their kids happened before the audio, right? Yeah, he's 5'9 and a half, Joey. Don't forget the half. Okay, so when Janelle and David, all the stuff happened with the dog getting killed, I had started using Instagram more and Twitter. I had started using Twitter because I kept seeing, like, in any magazine, I got a bunch of magazine subscriptions free for some reason. Everything always sourced Janelle's Instagram and Twitter, like for what she was doing. So I said, I've got to figure out how to use Twitter. So I figured it out. I started tweeting. Um, well, Katie is popping up, and I would see links to Katie's stuff. So that's where I would go to watch what's going on with Janelle and David. And it immediately, I didn't like her. And then I got where we're like, well, she's got all the good Teen Mom stuff. So for a few days, I went back and forth whether I hated her or not. But I just couldn't get on board. I couldn't like her. So, of course I was always being snarky because I'm a smart ass. Um, and I found Anon, Mafioso, and I'm fucking raking, and all of those, Hatter accounts. And that was just life for me. I love a Hatter. So that's what I decided to do. And I don't think Anon was really had KJ on her target at all. I don't think a lot of the Hatters did. At first, it was just all about Team Mom, and I kind of got away from them with Katie. And then Katie mentioned Steve, so I searched out Steve, and I think, well, I'm sure I DM'd Steve or went into Steve's stream, and met him because of that. And it just all kind of unfolded when the audios happened. Me and Steve were friends. There was a group of us that were friends. He didn't ask us to do anything. Um, we just had the same deal, and he from the start was like, I know nothing about Teen Mom. And then when the stuff happened with LB, um, it really tugged at his heartstrings. I think he had a soft spot for her, which I had seen her stuff too. Wasn't a big fan either, but I don't know. That's how my story started. And I guess she saw, um, me and Steve and Britters did a live stream. About a week later, KJ did a whole live stream about me, posted my Twitter all up on her live stream, trying to call me out. Um, I've had a bunch of YouTubers do streams about me. was not my objective. I wasn't trying. See, I was grown when Teen Mom started. Um, and I think it's so played out. I don't know why they keep them on the air. At least don't call it the same name. Change the damn name. Joey, do you or Todd watch Teen Mom? What I thought was funny is when the Ashley Siren or Ashley Jones got involved. And and when KJ who Janelle Evans retweeted me and because I mom shamed her. I don't remember what it was about. I'm sure some of my friends do. And then KJ tweeted Janelle. It was in the video that they made today, that EKC made today, that where KJ tweeted Janelle and said, Janelle, the hater page that mom shamed you has been harassing me for months. DM me. Then I got accused of messing up Janelle as her source because at some point her and Janelle were talking and she messed that up. And because I said on Twitter, everybody DM'd Janelle and told her not to trust KJ. I got blamed for the reason that she quit talking to KJ, but I wasn't the reason. But it'd be kind of cool if I was the reason. So, did y'all see? I took a screenshot. I wish I could. I'll send it to whoever wants it. The video today that EKC did. KJ posted without any crystal balls Twitter page and said, y'all report this page. She's been harassing me for a year. But she called her Janelle. Did KJ really think that Janelle Evans was running without any crystal balls page? Because light years difference. There's no way that Janelle has the IQ or even could maintain her temper enough to be all about facts like that account. The screenshot she showed was in December. Which one, Trish? The one. I live in North Carolina, Trish, and I do not know. But I heard she's being investigated again. Right. Like, I mean, and that's what my Twitter page was at first. I picked on the Teen Mom so hard. And then KJ just made it so easy. Like, ugh. You know what would be easier, Tricia, if she named the people that liked her? That would be a much shorter list. Yeah, like Janelle, J.E., that David did her. Yeah, she was talking to her, and I have a terrible memory, but Janelle quit talking to her because she turned on her like she does all of her sources and people who talk to her. She turns on them. So it had nothing to do with me, but she did claim that I'm the reason she claimed it was in that video today that Little Red is messing with my sources. I'm gonna anyone that I see she's going to target, like that poor Plath girl. Yes, I DM'd her too, and she said thank you so much for watching out. Then she spoke to Katie anyway, or maybe she already had. She probably already had before she got my instant message or whatever it was. But look what just happened this week. She tweeted that KJ stabbed her in the back, just like I told her. She's still running with that narrative that she doesn't want to be cancel culture, but it just depends on what day of the damn week it is. I would definitely say, well, go see XYZ. You help them, they help you. Why not both advance instead of trying to ruin people? What do you mean, Trish? No, no. Um, the Plath girl that interviewed with her said this week or last week, I work the shifts I work. It's hard for me to keep my days. Um, she said that it's funny how KJ was so nice to her and is now dragging her on online. Hey, detective. I don't want her to be afraid of me though. I want her to be accountable for her bullshit. And I don't think she's afraid of me. I think that she wants to drag me and have her subs come after me, but all her subs do is block me. Yeah, she told she tried to get Janelle to talk to her because Janelle retweeted me that I'm about me mom shaming her because I said something like you should have been home with your kid or something. I don't know, and she said I was home with my kid, but Katie tried to use that to get Janelle to talk to her. Um, then at some point, I don't know if it was before or after that. I think it was before that um, Katie and Janelle actually were DMing each other. But then Katie did something to piss Janelle off, and she blocked her, and I got blamed for that. Yeah, KJ. We're talking about KJ. I can give you a rundown. We came in just chit chatting. Um, we were kind of surprised no trolls. We're faking, but I got a lot of mods in here. Um, I apologized for. Well, I said it was in bad taste that I posted a picture last night of someone's Instagram. I said I was going to do better. I'm not going to do that anymore. Even though they got on a live stream with someone I won't mention and talked about how I probably look disgusting with rotten teeth when everyone in that live stream knows exactly what I look like. And now we're just chit chatting. We've talked about music. We've talked about lots of stuff. Well, that's kind of Trisha. She was mad as fuck toward that family. Yeah. But I mean, if I start a channel, I would say, well, Red's had a good video and so and so's had a good video. I wouldn't be mentioning people who don't like me. Uh, are you talking about me or KJ? My channel gets infiltrated every night that I try to go live, so I've kind of had to address some topics. Sunshine, sunshine. Hi, how are you? What about her face, sunshine? Pikachu, what's wrong with your wife? Is she okay? I mean, don't bust any HIPAA violations or anything, but I hope she's okay. Um, who's all still in here? Is Brandon still here? Todd, check your DM or your text message, please. Do, do, do. Y'all excuse me. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm doing something real quick. Joey, check your DM and see if it's sent because every time I try to send someone anything, it just says sending, sending, and it doesn't go through. Can y'all hear? Is anybody getting DMs from me? Oh, I'm glad she's gonna be okay, detective. I've got to catch up with chat. I was trying to figure out why my DMs ain't working right. So is this watch party in my honor that's going to happen tonight? Teresa, is it really legal in Canada? Did not know. She said in a tweet she wants to be an advocate for certain things and can understand why YouTube won't allow her. She's the last person. If you're talking about Katie, she wants to be an advocate for mental health, yet she drags people with mental health issues. She mocks them, she makes fun of them. Amy, you trip me out. She's addressing her video. I heard her say she couldn't zoom it out anymore, and I think that the issue is her lens is not the best for indoor live streaming and low light, and she needs a lens that she can zoom out further. I'm glad she's okay, detective. Is she pregnant? Tricia, after 4 years, LOL, that's mainly why liberal was brought in. They said 1 year after struggling, it was legal like 2 months. They say it'll be legal everywhere within a couple years. I don't care. I don't smoke it. Um, I smoked a lot in high school, and I don't have issues with anybody that smokes it. I've got two grown sons that smoked it when they were in high school, and I hated it, and I let it drive me crazy. But now the youngest one probably still does. The oldest one, he doesn't. Um, but I must say, I would rather them probably smoke weed than drink. Well, I hope everything's okay with the baby. Everything's all stretching and growing when you're 15 weeks, so maybe that's just all the pain's about. And the reason I quit smoking wasn't for any big reason. Um, well, it started giving me anxiety. And then I always had jobs in the medical field. And, like, it wasn't in the medical field, but jobs I would do required pre employment drug testing. And that's just not worth the anxiety to have to wonder, oh my God, am I going to pass this drug test over weed? So I just quit. It's not worth ever losing a job over because, I mean, it's not physically addictive. So also, it got after I had kids where it would give me anxiety. I don't know if it was how much because I'm not going to say I've not smoked at all in the last several years, but if I hit it like once, this is my experience the last maybe 5 years. If I hit it like one little hit, like everybody else would just say, you're not going to feel that, I'm fine. But if I like really smoke, I would have a terrible anxiety attack and feel like I'm having a heart attack. And I'm going to be that girl that's like, oh my God, should I go to the hospital? And I never would, but it's not it's not worth taking the risk to feel that. But I'm totally okay with anyone else that does. Can y'all hear my dog? My kid must have company outside. I hear the outside and the inside dog raising hell. Joey said benzos are the worst. What do you mean? I missed something in chat probably. See, I'm prescribed Xanax for anxiety, and I rarely ever take it. If I do take it, I have to, other than at night, I do take it sometimes at night, but if I take it during the day, I have to really be struggling with anxiety. Um, because I just don't like anything to make me feel like sleepy. And I will take it at night to sleep. But honestly, when it's time to get my Xanax refilled, I still have a whole bottle of Xanax from the night before, but I obviously get it filled anyway, just because in this day and age, you never know when you won't have insurance. You never know when you're going to get laid off because of some pandemic. So I do keep my prescription and I do get it filled. So I've probably got a closet with 600 Xanaxes in it right now. I don't think the cops are really going after people about weed where I'm at unless they just feel like the person's a shit person. I agree, Trisha. Alcohol causes so much more issue, death, accidents. Pikachu said, I used to smoke weed, but I used to do a whole lot more than weed from ages 14 to 20. I'm 24 now and don't smoke anymore because of my job. That's commendable. I mean, it's like I told my oldest son, I know you used to like smoking weed, but is it worth losing this job with this great insurance? Because, you know, because I mean, if, for instance, if he gets hurt on the job, he works for a big major company. If he were to get hurt on the job, even if it wasn't his fault, he would get drug tested. That's just what they do. So, is it worth losing that job? And finally, he hit an age where he saw the light. And if he owned his own business, whatever. Tricia, I know that, and you know what? I hear that a lot around here. Yeah, Xanax is a benzo. Um, my doctor, this is the reason I still get my prescription filled, because you don't know what may happen. You don't know when there's been times in my life I needed it more than others, obviously, everyone, but my doctor said I've grandfathered out of the new laws here because of the whatever the name of it is, controlled substances. So I've grandfathered out, so I still get my prescription. So I'm gonna get it as long as I can get it, and that way it's there when I need it. I'm sorry the baby's heartbeat was low. Do you know if it's a girl or a boy? Boys have a slower heartbeat usually. Yeah, I'm so glad that Steve was in my stream earlier and he's gonna help me with my like an intro and stuff. That makes me happy. Chesh has been here a couple times. Brandon's been here. Bullionator's been here. Is anybody keeping up on what's going on YouTube right now besides me? Like, is there any watch parties dedicated to me or anything? Trisha, that a lot of people really use it for, you know, depression, and it makes them feel better. And I used to get that, like, when I was in high school, when I was 17, 18, it made you feel better. So I don't see anything wrong with smoking weed. You never hear about people smoking weed and, like, getting in terrible horrific car accidents, like drunk drivers. So, oh, I keep them in the original bottles, Trisha. And if my daughter dies, I mean, if my daughter would die, that would be terrible. But my name in the book is grandfathered out of those rules, because I've been prescribed Xanax for years, because if I get a really, really, really bad anxiety, I'll get a tick. And that's the only time I will take it during work. If I get a tick, if I start ticking at work, I'll take my Xanax because it's embarrassing. But that doesn't happen a whole lot anymore. Me too, Tricia. I'd much rather see anyone smoke weed than drink. Never heard of anyone ODing on weed, but you have heard of people dying from alcohol poisoning. And if it tells you anything, I get a half a milligram is my Xanax. I've never asked for a higher milligram. I get 90 a month, half a milligram. I'm prescribed 3 a day. I never take 3. If I took 3 at work, I'd die. But I'll take 2 at night sometimes, and I just go straight to sleepy town. I hear you, Tricia. I worked for a pharmacy for a long time. I'm very careful. I'll be right back. I gotta go see what my kid's doing. I hear music and my dog's outside, so I gotta make sure there's not a party happening in my front yard. Who's that? Tyler. Tyler. Who's that? Who's here? Why are they breaking? Funny story, y'all. My son went outside under the garage and smoked out, and now my living room smells like a marijuana factory. It's not funny. If he did that during the day when someone might stop by, I'd kill him. I'm going to scroll back up because I feel like I missed something. It's a boy Pikachu. Do you have a name yet? I think she said, Randy, I think Amzy said she was going to go live. The only thing I don't get about the weed is that when I was in high school and before I had kids, when I smoked regularly, I could go buy a quarter bag, like at 7 grams for 20, 25 bucks. And these kids nowadays pay 20 for a gram. And I'm like, what the? You can't get but so high. Why would people inject Imodium, Trisha? What is like? What kind of high is that? Does it make them constipated? I have questions. I've never heard of anyone injecting Imodium. That's a diarrhea medicine. That's weird to me. Hey, did y'all know that if you take, let me not get it wrong, Zantac, you'll piss positive for methamphetamines? I have a friend who is um, not a cop, but works in a prison as a guard. And she said that the people who are the prisoners who are prescribed Zantac, if they ever drug test, they piss positive for meth and they have to send it off to verify that it's just the Zantac. I don't know anything about Canadian weed. I don't even know where the weed around here comes from. I don't think it's grown homegrown. I've grown weed before when I was like 19, and my cat ate 5 plants. They were ready to. They were almost ready to harvest and cut the buds off, but I had to cut them a bit early. They didn't dry out right. It was good, but they didn't dry out right. It was like too dry. You could tell it was homegrown. And it was like a science project for me. It truly wasn't because I wanted to sell weed, or I just wanted to see if I could make some of this great weed I just smoked. And I did it great. I did research, and I had a 12-hour timer in my closet, and I had um one of those big orange looking lights from a parking lot. I can't remember what it's called, but that's the exact light you need. And yeah, it was cool. Mm, I think something's weird too, Todd, because my live chat went off of the screen on my TV and never came back. Now it says connecting. I just got a DM that KJ's been throwing a tempered toddler tantrum on YouTube today. Someone already mentioned that earlier. I've got to go check that out. I can't believe they haven't. Ugh, ugh. Like, she calls YouTube out like they're her buddy. Like, how dare you um demonetize my video, or how dare you not put me in the algorithm. Like, why haven't they said how dare you and psh, demonetize her at least for a day like Creepshow got? Even though it was an accident, like if that happened to Katie, she'd have had a meltdown, y'all. KJ tweeted to other racists unsubscribing to me because I made a video honoring the memory of black men and women killed by police. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on your way out. I'm sorry, but didn't that video turn into her singing Shakira and speaking in Spanish to her people the whole time and asking them was she talking right? She didn't. Ugh. And then she made the video that was in honor of. She put that on separately, and no, she's so full of shit, y'all. I can't. Emoji is okay. I'm back up. I want to find out what Imodium does to you when you shoot it up, because that is weird. So Imodium is actually an opiate when injected. So that's like heroin. Who wants to look like heroin makes you look on TV? Like, if you ever watch like a documentary of someone shooting up heroin, that don't look like how I want to feel ever. Ever. That's scary because there's kids, like young kids, that are going to die probably from putting Imodium in their vein. I didn't know Benadryl could taste you funny, Amy. Oh, I could roll a joint when I was 15. Didn't smoke until I was 17, though. Figured that one out. When my friends would smoke weed, when we were like hanging out at someone's house when I was 16, they would always wait until I wasn't in the room to light it. And then when I come in the room, they'd say, "You want to hit this red?" And I'd be like, no, I'm just going to step outside because I was scared to smell it, that it would make me high and I'd have to go home high. And then before I turned 17, I smoked it with my boyfriend and his sister, who just died this week. Last week, I found out. Not my ex-boyfriend, his sister. Todd, you don't let me miss no live watch parties about me. I wonder if we could do a live watch party of that live watch party and I just display it on my channel while they're doing it live. And I saw your message about the names, Pikachu. Those are all interesting names. I like them. You know, a lot of people don't want to name their kid something and then they be in a class with 15 Haleys or 15 Johns. So I don't think there would be a chance of that happening with any of those names. Those are very unique. Maybe y'all should make a deal. One picks the first name, one picks the middle. Or you each get to pick one name and whichever way it sounds better. I messed up with my firstborn and I said, if it's a boy, we can name him after you. And I don't suggest naming your kid Junior. Because what if his dad has a sucky criminal history or credit score? My ex has no criminal history, but his credit score sucks. And I'm all about, if you're a grown up adult, you need to work on your credit score. And my son, thank goodness, has developed that trait from me. But I hope they never mess him up when he's applying for credit and pull any of his dad's info because, fool child, he won't be able to get a loaf of bread. I know 2 young kids who OD'd from heroin. Dude, it's really scary. I work in the health field and I see it, and I've actually never seen anyone die. I've seen them come in dead, and as soon as they get that Narcan, it's like someone on TV having a bad, or if you've ever had a bad dream and jumped out of your, like, just jumped out of the bed. That's what it looks like when people get Narcan. And they're immediately pissed off that they're not high, and they probably just spent all their money on that high. And they immediately cuss everyone around them out and want to leave and go get high again without realizing that the Narcan wears off, and they're going to go back and do probably heroin that was laced with Dilaudid or something. Fentanyl's what it is that's getting laced with where I'm from, and it's killing people. But everyone that I've seen gets to the hospital in time. You know, the ones that are dying, the people that are with them are scared to take them to the hospital, or they're alone, I guess. It's sad, sad, sad. Yeah, I've never seen heroin ever in my life. And I know that we have kids around here 15 years old on it. I'm not going to say they all shoot it up. A lot of the ones I see in my field of work, they always claim to snort it. They swear no one will ever admit to shooting up anything. Like like it's any better if you just snort it. It's still just as bad, in my opinion. Botox is botulism. Who said something about that? Trisha, I've seen people like when someone ODs on heroin, they're gray. They look like they've been in a wreck on a like because we also see a lot of ATV accidents from like motorsport parks and that gray dirt that they get. That's what the first one I ever seen that I had to help Narcan. He was gray. I thought he'd been in a wreck. And they gave him that Narcan and he was like, bitch, fuck you. Like mad. He was mad. Let's not talk about what lasts longer, Trisha. Taco melon crop makes oxy in the town next line. Is that that's a pharmaceutical plant? Oh, I'm glad you stopped, Detective. I won't read that out loud. The chat can read it. I'm glad that you were able to clean up. Heroin's bigger where I'm at than I realized. It was meth for a long, long time. And it's still meth is bad, but it's not being cooked here. It's being imported from somewhere because you never see on the news about labs get busted around where I live anymore like it used to be 10 years ago. But there's a lot of heroin in the counties around me. I don't know about my county. I don't work in my county. Oh gosh, Trisha, that's terrible. Well, y'all, here we go again. And I said it's going to be a short stream. And how long have we been here? 3 hours? It's crazy. I'm going to go check out YouTube and see what's going on. I've apparently missed a whole lot today. I'm so glad y'all came to see me. I hope y'all like and sub and ring the bell. I'll do that tonight. I've never said that before. Yeah, Coke was big here before, Joey. I never hear anything about it now, but I don't hang out with people. I don't like go to bars. I don't even know if the bars are back open here yet. Um, but yeah, when I was single and going to bars, which I'm still single, but when I was single and going to bars, Coke was just something that was readily available to anyone. But what a terrible, terrible feeling when ugh, Coke, ugh. I agree, Trish. If you're not about that drug life, you don't really know. You know, I would have never, ever, ever thought heroin was as big and so many young kids did it until it affected my life because I see it every day. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna hop off here. I'm so glad y'all came. I hope y'all liked tonight's chat. It will not be getting privated, I promise. Hit me up in your DM, in my DMs. And I hope we do this again tomorrow. Y'all have a great night. And let's go check out the live watch party. Y'all come with me. Bye, y'all.